This thing on? Let's fucking go, baby. I'm back. I never really left, man. I'm getting right to it, man. Listen, starting a new challenge. My results over the past month have fucking sucked. And it's my fault. I lost my discipline. I kind of lost my way. So I'm kind of reshaping my game plan. I'm going to keep it short and simple. But I'm shooting for 100 properly executed, no rule break trades in a row. All right, and I've kind of already started that. I'm on about trade 7 out of 100, and this is gonna give me a goal to look forward to, a goal to work towards, and pretty much give my trades a bigger purpose. Not that I'm just trying to make money on my trades or, trying to get rich quick. Let me turn my little ambient light on. There we go. Yeah, man. I'm going to go over a few of them today. I had a couple of them were from the other day, but let's see today. How many did I take today? I took, oh, wow. 1 second, man. Hold on. Okay, I'm actually taking 10 trades. So I'm on trade 10 out of 100. Today I had 7. And we are going to just go over those real quick. Let's just go over my stats for the day. Nothing crazy at all. Guys, I felt pretty good today. I only had 42% accuracy, but I was able to lock up a nice $50 day. As you can see here, guys, I lost more than I won, but I was still profitable because I controlled all my losses. Right now, I sized down a little bit for this challenge just to start out to kind of get my confidence back to where it needs to be, kind of risking like 30 bucks a trade. As you see, I stayed well within that on my red trades, and when I did have a winner, they were bigger. So let's just go over it, man, like we do. First trade of the day. Let me actually I gotta pull my stats back up here so I can keep track. I'm gonna kind of roll through these pretty quickly because if you watch my videos, you kind of already know how I'm trading, but I'm gonna show you, kind of how I'm gonna focus on these 100 trades. Oh, wait, this is from... Oh, no, this is the wrong video. That was open. I'm going to start with my pre-market. First trade of the day was on CMCT. Pre-market was pretty slow. I started this pretty early. IMG, we're kind of getting a push here. Nice first pullback. A little too choppy for me. I didn't end up taking a trade. So here's CMCT. The only thing about this did not have news. I don't know what time it was right here. Okay, so we were already past 7 a.m. But this came in with some decent volume right here. Immediately started to put in a nice pullback right here. And I was looking to trade that first 5-minute pullback, and that's what I did. Again, I'm being patient, looking for it to come close or to test the 5-minute 8. And then on the 1 minute for an entry, I'm kind of watching like for the first 1 minute candle to make a new high. So the stars have to align with the 5-minute and the 1 minute for me. So if we kind of make this 1 minute pullback and we're super extended off the 8, I'm probably going to wait like I did here. Because you see it tried right here. First 1 minute candle to make a new high, got rejected and started to pull back more. But as we were kind of closer to the A right here and we were getting a nicer bounce, that's where I took my entry. You can see I stabbed a little entry here. Not crazy size again. Playing a little bit lower size just to kind of get my footing again. And as I continue on with this 100 trade challenge, I'll probably end up sizing up, once my confidence, which today I felt pretty confident because even though I lost, 60% of my trades, I'm still able to be profitable. And that's an important thing, man. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to follow your rules. And that's what I'm trying to implement to myself, is just constantly following my rules. I'm focusing on these first pullbacks. If it doesn't work, just cut the trade, man. Just get out of the way, reset, and, if it goes without you, it goes without you. Try not to get emotional and just play the next trade the same way. Consistent. As you can see, this was a nice move right here. I kind of jumped on it. I didn't wait for I kind of anticipated the first 1 minute candle to make a new high. So you see, I didn't once I seen like this nice, it started to make like a nice bounce right there. I just ended up taking an entry, anticipating that first 1 minute candle to make a new high. As you see that we got there. Um, actually took a little bit more size into this. It was a higher price trade. Just fast forward a little bit again. Look at that. Nice move. I was kind of looking for it to retest this 950s area. As you can see, had that big red candle off that area. Tried again. I was kind of taking profits into there. And I wanted to look for like that breakthrough highs, but we didn't get that till later. So bigger picture, that was a nice base hit for me. Let's just move on. My next trade was actually a loser on AGRI. And so this one started to get some volume right here. A little bit of a different play. Looking back, not the prettiest, but I think the way I played it was still okay. I mean, if you want to, you could kind of consider this the first pullback, but again, you know, it's still kind of choppy right here. Once it was starting to like almost look like it wanted to break away here and the volume increased and then it pulled back, that's when I was interested. So you'll see I'm kind of waiting, and we're getting close to the 5-minute 8 down here. So if we start looking like we're reversing and curling, that's where I was going to take my entry. And I was patient on this one. I'm patient here. You see I'm waiting for it to come down, and we got a minute left on this 5-minute candle. So I kind of wanted to see how is it going to react. What kind of bounce are we going to get? And then when the next 5-minute candle opens and we start making new 1-minute candle highs, then I can get an entry. I'm pretty sure that's what I did. We're still pulling back here. I'm being patient. Okay, so the new 5-minute candle opened. Now we have like a bottom wick right here, a bottom wick right here. I hesitated a little bit right there because this is where I'm supposed to be entering right here. That first 1-minute candle is making new high. The 5-minute is opening. I eventually took an entry. Still fine. I waited a tiny bit, but I'm not sure why. Slight hesitation there. I probably could have got a bit of a cheaper entry, but I was still well within my risk. About 10 cents a share risk right here. But I thought this was a good stab, man. If anything, my target would have been like anything in this area right here, because you see we kind of came up and made that whole pullback. Anything up in this area, I think that was about like 410s, 415s. From my average would have been a good trade. And it's a very clear risk right here. You can see the risk is about 364s, I believe it is, because we have a nice little wick here, nice wick. That first 1-minute candle made a new high. We already are testing the 5-minute 8, or have tested, and I'm anticipating for this to reverse. And hey, man, important thing here is, what was my risk? I told myself what my risk was. My risk was the low of this pullback, and you have to cut it, man. If that's your strategy and that's what you say your risk is, once it came down here, there was a big bidder right here, as you can see, big bidder supporting this. So I didn't even wait until it came down to 264 or 364s. Once I saw this bidder getting chipped into, I kind of used the level 2 to save me a little bit. You can see it's still holding up right here. I was like, okay, maybe we'll get the push. Let's see, we're coming into that bid now. Still have that big bidder here. I was like, oh, I definitely wanted to see this hold. I think they started selling into it. Look at that. Once they started selling into the bid here, you can see the orders coming through. Wall's getting small. I just got right out. I got right out right there. And as you can see, once that bid got broken into, price started to go down. And that's fine. That was a loss right there. Next trade. Oh, man. YHC was nice. Good trade here. Good trade. Let's see if I got it. All right. This one had TikTok news. This was the trade of the day for me, man. This was the trade of the day. But I missed this. I missed this pullback. I didn't miss it. I didn't take it. I won't really. Okay, look at this. Yeah, so this thing came out with now at the same time IMG, which was a penny, I think that one was making a move as well. So AGRI, that one was failing. And then yeah, this one came out with like TikTok news, man, and I think I was away from my desk. I just had came back and I had just seen this, so I didn't want to just like jump right in. But as you can see, we came down. I'm trying. I gotta actually. This is actually me reviewing it right now too. So you did not have a lot of time to get into this one, but it was a great entry, man. As you can see, we're close to the 5-minute 8 here. I wasn't really paying too much. I needed to pay more attention. But you had to be quick on this one because look at that. We kind of tapped close to the 5-minute 8 right here. 1 minute 20, and that thing just. I mean, I had. You see, I tried. I didn't click it, man. I had my hotkey right here. I just felt like I missed it, man. I don't know. I should have just got in. I'm still within 10 cents of risk. But you know, this thing ended up making a nice move. But again, and I was thinking to myself here, I'm like, I missed that very first pullback. This is my strategy right here, is really honing in on this first pullback, and I missed it. But and I guess you could say I broke my rules because I did tell myself today, and I even have it on my whiteboard. Well, there's my light, but my daily goal was to only take the first pullbacks with clear risk and no losses under $30. I ended up taking this next pullback on it just because it was so valid, man. It was such nice price action that I'm used to seeing. And I actually took a loss on it. I actually took a loss because I would like to this dip right here, and I was looking for that first 1-minute candle to make a new high and for it to continue. And I think I did take an entry. Yep, I took an entry right here. Got filled at like 167, risking the low of this pullback, looking for a push through new highs. I was kind of just looking for this thing to like have some momentum, and I was strict on my risk. As you see, it was trying to push. We had a little bit of a wall at 170, but I told myself I'm going to be disciplined, especially since this is the second pullback. If it breaks the low, I gotta get out, and I'm pretty sure we came right back. Yep. Now let's see. This is the discipline that I'm going for right here. It was coming down to my risk off right here, and I got out of the trade. Running out of time here. I might have to make 2 videos. Yeah, I was kind of testing. I was giving it a second. Right there. Cut the trade. But man, we didn't test the 5-minute 8 yet. So I gave it a little bit more time. And I was willing to give this another chance. This was it was the second most obvious stock. It was only up 30% too, but that TikTok catalyst, man, it gave me a bit of conviction. I was patient though. I was patient on this second entry. So I was waiting for it to tap the 5-minute 8, which we did right here. I believe this 5-minute candle was about to close as well. Let's see. Yeah, it had that nice signature look that I like to see, and I kind of just went for it, man. Yep, I had a pretty clear risk right here, Pretty clear risk off. We're tapping the 5-minute 8. It's starting to get a nice little reversal right here. And I thought it was worth another try. And I think this is perfectly fine. Yeah, it wasn't the first pullback. Again, I know that I need to put myself in the position to capitalize on this lowest risk possible setup right here. But this one was still valid to me, man. And I took it. And it ended up being a good trade. I was just playing the probability of it. I'm like, look at the lower volume pullback. Ooh, it even came and tested my average right there. I was like, I'm ready to get out. Especially if we broke this low right here. But it ended up holding. Guys, I'm going to pause right there. And I'm going to make a second video to go over the rest of my trades. I will be right back.